Okay. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay, I share my presentation. Um, okay. Okay, can you hear me right? Yes, thank you so much. Okay, see you again. Okay, good morning and good afternoon and good evening from Thailand, everyone. Okay, we come back again for today. I'm glad to see you, everyone. And I was very impressed and so proud on you. And thank you very much for today and our team and everyone in here this conference. And this organization. Okay, I'm Dr. Walida Ounruean, International Education Ambassador from Thailand and Director leads Innovaramai with a focus on academic excellence. For me, I'm here to connect relationships between countries and organizations. This is a great responsibility I have been assigned. Therefore, I will do my best for today. Thank you so much for attending this conference. And so I would love to express my deepest gratitude to President and teams and everyone here. For the topics for today is youth around the world teaching to enhance each child development and learning. It's very important this topic for youth and children around the world in today and in the future, right? Access to education has been at the heart of humanity vision for peace, dignity, and equality. Entering in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the commitment to universal elementary education was the foundation for every global education growth that has followed since. And this reflects a shared conviction that education is a social good that provides an indispensable pillar of world order and international stability and the broadcast architecture of human rights. At a moment when the spirit and value of multilateral cooperation and being tested, this enduring commitment to equitable access to education as a universal human right remained a powerful reminder of what can unite us. The shared belief that every child everywhere deserves the chance to learn and thrive. Developmentally approach teaching practice encompass a wide range of skills and strategies that are adapted to the age, development, individual characteristics and the family and social and cultural context of each child served, grounded in the character relationship that education nature with each child and family as well as among all children and families. These teaching practices are designed to foster development and learning for each child across all domains and subject areas. Teaching practice builds on each child multiple assets and activity according various famous forms of bias. Through the attentional teaching, educator brings opportunity for each child to exercise choice and agency within the context of the planned environment construct to support specific learning experience and meaningful goals. So educators recognize that students are active constructors of their own understanding of the world around them. They understand that children benefit from initiating and regulating their own learning activities and from interacting with peers. So recognize play as critical for children to experience joy and wonder. Every school host educator incorporates frequent opportunities for play in their teaching strategies. They plan learning environment that provide a mix of self-directed play, guided play, and direct instruction. Educators maximize opportunity for children to choose the materials, playmate, topics, and approach they use through the days for all children. But through it, educators support and extend children's play experience by providing material and resource based on careful observation of children's play choice. Adult guide activities provide for children's active agencies as educators offer specific guidance and support to scaffold and extend children's interest, engagement, and learning. Direct instruction, for example, providing children with relevant academic vocabulary, pointing out relationships, helping children recognize specific phenomena, or suggesting an alternative perspective is an important tool for supporting children learning. So its effectiveness is determined by the degree to which it extends children's interest and learning in meaningful ways and educator sensitivity to change in children's interests. Individually or in small or large group, across all activities, self-directed play, guided play, direct instruction, and routines, the teacher is responsible for ensuring that each child's overall experience are stimulating, engaging, and developmentally, and linguistically and culturally responsive across all domains of development and learning. Promoting many opportunities for agency for each child is essential to fulfilling these responsibilities. So the following descriptions of educator action illustrate teach practice and that are developmentally appropriate for young children, both through the primary grade. In section A, educators demonstrate and model their commitment to the caring learning community through their action, attitude, and curiosity. They recognize that through their actions, they are influencing children's lifelong dispositions, confidence, and approach to learning. And B, section B, educators use their knowledge of each child and family to make learning experience meaningful, accessible, and responsive to each and every child. So building on the relationships they nurture with each child and families and between children, educators design learning activities that reflect the life and culture of each child. And section C, educators effectively implement a comprehensive curriculum so that each child attains individualized goals across all domains and across all subject areas. In these topics, educators allow universal design for learning principle by proactively providing multiple means of engagement, multiple means of representation, and multiple means of action and expression. Educators design experience that celebrates the diversity in the experience and social identity of each group of children and counter the bias in society. So they build upon the children's combined fund of knowledge to foster each shared learning and understanding. Section D, educator plans enrollment, schedule, and daily activity to promote each child development and learning. In number one, educators orient first-hand meaningful experience that are cognitively and creatively stimulating in-wise exploration and investigation and engage students' active, sustained involvement. And number two, educators consistently present children with opportunities to make meaningful choice. And educators organize the daily and weekly schedule to provide children with extended blocks of time in which to engage in sustained investigation, exploration, interaction, and play. And educator routine provide experience, materials, and interaction to enable children to engage in play. And educators create language-rich environment that focus on the diversity and complexity of language in children communities. Section E, educator process and build on an extensive repository of skills and teaching strategies. So they know how and when to choose among them to effectively promote each child's development and learning at that moment. Such skills include ability to adapt curriculum, activity, and material to ensure full participation of all children. And this strategy includes but are not limited to acknowledging, encouraging, giving specific feedback, and modeling, demonstrating, adding challenge, giving cues or other assistance, providing information, and giving direction. Section F, educators know how and when to scaffold children's learning. Based on the ongoing interaction and knowledge of each child, educators provide just enough assistance to enable each child to problem as a skill level, just beyond what the child can do on their own. Then gradually reduce the support as the child begin to master the skills and setting the stage for the next challenge. Section G, educators know how and when to strategically use the various learning formats and contexts. So educators understand that each major learning format or context has its own characteristic function and value. Educators think carefully about which learning format is best for helping children achieve a desired goal given the children's age, abilities, experience, temperament, and other characteristics. And educators minimize time in transition and waiting for children to line up or be quiet. And the last one, this topic is educator difference is instructional approach to match each child interest, knowledge, and skills. So children who need additional support receive extend, enrich, and extensive learning experience, always building on the child's current interest, strength, and cultural ways of knowing. So educational inequality remain served with clear learning gaps between children and in urban and rural areas, between well-off and poor children, as well as between children who primarily use Thai and those who do not. If not accurately addressed, it may lead to the emergence of the permanently educationally disadvantaged youth group. This is information from UNESCO and UNICEF. Okay. Thank you so much for your time and for today and for this conference. Okay, I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today. And if you have the question, you can ask me and you can send email from me in this email. Okay. Thank you so much for today. Okay. It's finished.
Thank you, Dr. Walida Ounruean, for sharing your expertise and valuable insights on innovative teaching and learning approaches. Your presentation has provided meaningful perspectives for educators and researchers worldwide. Once again, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And thank you, my friends. We see again today.